Kyrgyzstan national championship silver medalist. That was earlier this year, and that actually was at 71 kilos, so the weight below. Here's MOUSAVI, got to the Olympic Games. Lost his first fight to Yuito Moriwaki of Japan. Bronze medalist at the Asian Championships earlier this year, losing out to strong, muscular Kazakh fighter in Abulkan Amankul. And got to the quarterfinals of the last World Championships too. Bronze medalist at the previous Asian Championships in the same year of 2019, so some serious credentials there. Bronze medals in the Asian Championships, they are hard to come by, and he's got a couple of those in his trophy cabinet. So TURATOV, Kyrgyzstan in the red, MOUSAVI of Iran in the blue. MOUSAVI, as you'll have spotted, boxing out of the southpaw stance, a lefty, as they would call him in America, a port-sider, as people sometimes refer to southpaw fighters, not often, admittedly. Orthodox stance there for TURATOV. Kind of just crabs forward a little bit, carries those gloves quite low. Well, just trying to bang to the body there, TURATOV. He was nowhere near landing any of them. Just trying to step into the 1-2 there, MOUSAVI. Styles not really gelling here midway through round one. They're tending to both come forward at the same time, shut down each other's space, and we just end up with a kind of tangle of limbs. Bit awkward that from TURATOV, stepped in quite exaggerated fashion off to his left-hand side, and then, well, there's a point gone there from TURATOV, and the referee's very quick to take that. The motion there seemed to be that he was punching around the back of the head. That's a nice right hand there from MOUSAVI. So that's an absolute bonus for the fighter from Iran wearing blue. Any point deduction is big news in a 3-round fight. He wasn't messing around there, the referee. Left to the body there from MOUSAVI, who is in with a very, very awkward fighter in TURATOV, who's told to keep his head up. Further point deductions for him wouldn't be all that surprising. He almost half jumped into MOUSAVI there as he came forward, TURATOV. He's very, very awkward, kind of crude fighter. Bit of a slap there from MOUSAVI as he throws that backhand, snatched that in a bit rather than shooting it straight down the middle. And if MOUSAVI has won that round, which I think he has, when you add on the point deduction, then he's made a great start, which is exactly what has happened there. So he's 10-8 up on all 5 cards, due to the fact that he won the round with all the judges and then was the point off against TURATOV. As I say, the referee Everything is at the referee's discretion. There is no kind of system for third time you infringe, then it's a point off. They don't give them any painting by numbers kinds of instructions, the officials. They are left to use their own judgment, their own experience, and he decided quickly there, the referee, that he needed to do something about the tactics of TURATOV. Comes off balance there, TURATOV, as he moves forward. It's strange, he lurches forward and straightens up as he does it. MOUSAVI at the minute hasn't just managed to take that half step back when that happens. It happened again there, and he throws that left hand right into the pit of the stomach, and that is the punch to throw in that situation, because of the way, as I say, his body kind of straightens TURATOV and he stands up really tall, finding him to the head. Although doable, it's much easier to throw that left hand to the body. He knows what he's getting here from TURATOV though, MOUSAVI. He's crude. He'll come forward, he'll come square. He just needs to back up and give himself a little bit of room. And he really wants to try and avoid any kind of damage from a head clash as well, MOUSAVI, in the remainder of this fight. He's 2 points up from that first round. If he can just win this second round, then he's over the hills and far away. And at that point, really, he just needs to stay away from TURATOV as much as he can, because the way he comes forward, a head clash is a distinct possibility. It nearly happened there. Nice jab there from MOUSAVI. He's just trapped the arm there of MOUSAVI TURATOV and gives him a little spin as he does it. Into the final 20 seconds, and this continues to be a quite tough watch, actually. Stylistically, this has not been all that pleasing on the eye, but it isn't always. Styles sometimes don't make fights. Slight variation on the old adage. So there goes the bell at the end of round 2. And MOUSAVI gets it, so he's 20 points to 17 up on all 5 cards. And as I said previously, the mission for him now in this third and final round, because he's won this fight, there's no way that TURATOV can turn this around. The mission for him now is to stay out of TURATOV's way as much as he can. When he sees him flying in, just step off to the side and get out of his way, because otherwise a head clash could happen. He might get cut, and you know, you just don't want that heading into the later stages or the next stage of a competition. You look at it there, they're so close with the heads there so often. So rather than kind of pull out in straight lines and try and meet him on the way in, which is what I was advocating earlier, now he's so far ahead, I would just get off that punching line, just step off to the side, spin off, matador and bull type stuff, just wave that red flag and then disappear when he comes charging in. Again, he just comes flailing in there with a big overhand right. Head is low as he comes in, TURATOV, and a point goes there. He is a very, very awkward fighter. I don't think there's anything really deliberate about any of the stuff that he does, but he is a bit of a danger in there, to be honest with you. Very, very unpleasant to fight, I would say. Into the second half of the round. The gum shield has come out there. That belongs to TURATOV. I think it was the right hand that kind of slapped it out of his mouth, really. Left to the body from MOUSAVI, and TURATOV again just comes winging in there, head low, rubbing up against the face there of MOUSAVI. He's got a minute remaining here, MOUSAVI. He just wants to come through this unscathed. He does back up in straight lines, MOUSAVI. That's kind of the problem. It means that TURATOV, when he comes blundering forward like he does and just keeps doing it 2-3 phases, eventually he gets on top of MOUSAVI. He would be better off, the Iranian, like I said, just step off to the side, get out of the way. You can see how frustrated he is at times with the nature of his opponent here. It's going to be a wide win as well with the point deductions. Is there a slight nick to the left eye there of MOUSAVI? Or is that just a little bit of shadowing? I'm not absolutely sure. If there is some damage, then it's very, very minimal. There goes the bell at the end of the 3 rounds, and well, TURATOV made that awkward, shall we say, for Seyedshahin, MOUSAVI. But he's going to get the win in comfortable fashion. He had 2 point deductions there, TURATOV, and I suspect that he's going to have problems with that as he goes forward. He's got to tidy his style up, or in these 3 round fights, if you get points taken, you are giving yourself an unbelievable mountain to climb. So through he goes. He's through by a comfortable margin, and just looking at that face there, there is no damage. 3 rounds to 0 with all the judges. There was a 10-8 in there as well from the Irish judge at one point. 2 point deductions. That was right at the start of the fight in the first round, and that tells you a lot, because if our fine friends, our talented crew who are putting together the replays and the highlights have got to pick that out, then it tells you what kind of a fight it was, really.
And now be ready to greet the boxer fighting out of the blue corner from Cuba, Martinez.
So 3 more fights at middleweight, and then we'll move into the heavyweight division. So let's just have a quick look at the bracket and see where